Midwest Trez in the building. First of all, I like to thank God. Second of all, I like to thank my whole Black Compass family on both sides, you know what I'm saying? And one other thing I like to say, any artists out there that want to be an artist and want to stay a star and don't want to have to worry about the media being all in your battles, all on your records, dancing, come to Black Compass. Yo, Black Compass Media, Midwest Trez in the building. In my opinion, we got this guy's a legend for the whole movement he started for me. This guy's definitely a legend to me. We got the infamous Miltown Bloe. What's good, G?
What's going on, King? How you doing, man?
I'm good, King. You out there in that snow? What's going on with you, man?
Oh man, it's crazy out here, man. They talking about negative 68 degrees tomorrow, man. So they shutting down everything. Other than that, man, I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed, man.
Man, it's good to hear from you, man. Definitely been following you and your movement for a long time, man. So it's good to get you up here, man, for sure.
I appreciate it, man. That's humbling, King. That's real humbling.
Definitely. I just want to ask, how'd you kind of get into the battle rap scene? A lot of people that's not familiar with Miltown Bloe. How did Miltown Bloe kind of get started in this?
I started with the battle rap shit, man. I was actually a fan first, bro. I used to watch the Smack DVDs, and you know what I'm saying? I used to watch like Grind Time, and I used to watch when like Eminem when they used to rap over beats. So I always just been a fan of hip hop as a coach, as far as like breakdancing, battling, just ciphering, whatever with the hip hop, man. I was just always in tune, and battle rap just stood out to me just because it was a different form of expression. So I fell in love with it as a fan, man, before I actually wanted to get in tune with it as with just starting my own company or whatnot.
Right. Dope. Now, a lot of people know you from the Spit That Heat movement. You going down to Atlanta, but you from Milwaukee. How did you get started in Atlanta?
I do music. What's crazy is, bro, I do music and I act. So I moved to Atlanta to pursue those things, and I had a management deal at the time, and at the time it was like Atlanta was like it's always known for like just people always starting something and just being great far as just being at the Black Mecca or whatnot. So I seen opportunity. I tried it out, and then when I tried it out in my uncle's barbershop, it was just like I tried it out one week, and they was looking forward to it like the next week, and it was like, damn, y'all want to see it again? Right. And it was like, yeah, set it up again. So after I initially started, man, it was like the people wanted more and more and more, and then when the people wanted more, it began to then grow its own legs. You know what I'm saying? To the point it started working for itself, man. And it was a blessing ever since.
And you had Tone Montana and Super Rider started in there, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say they started, but I would say they got their look. Yeah. They got their look. They got their look as far as being able to showcase in front of URL representatives on Spit That Heat. Mickey Fax at the time was a scout for URL. When I set the battle up, we got Mickey Fax to come host, and he came and checked out the battle. They was already initially scouting Super Rider. Because he had prior battles outside of Spit That Heat where he was making some noise in college, where he was just battling on the campus and sending it to the URL, and they was just loving his wave, and he was killing cats on campus. So I just set it up, man. When I set it up, Mickey Fax, he instantly like, yo, that was a classic. Yo, we got to get this battle out. I got to get Norbs and them, tell them about it. They got to see it. We got to get it to the right people, and it was just, when they did that, it was like, wow, I got so much good feedback for the platform just to be able to have two dope artists like that opened up a lot of doors. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So how did you go about that? That battle was classic. That whole movement, man. Damn, it was crazy. How did you was you out finding all this talent in the South, or were some of these guys just kind of, you were told about them and then you said, all right, we're just going to try them out? How did that happen?
Well, no, what's crazy is, bro, I was actually... Like I saw a lot of these cats in their own backyard out of town, man. I went to go. I was like, how like Duke got scouts.
Yeah.
It'd be me and two of my teammates, man. We'd go like every, in the culture, man. Every weekend is like an event, bro. And in the South, And then in the South, it was, everybody, when we had the wave going, it was a lot of up and coming leagues and a lot of different leagues from all over. So I was always trying to keep fresh talent, and on my platform, because URL would be looking for talents, aimed from my platform. So I wanted to keep that same tenacity with the artists that I was looking for. So of course, bro, I was at events. I was at Hitman Holla versus Arsenal. People don't even know that. Like, I was at that battle. Like, I was at a lot of different kind of events within the culture that people don't even know, bro. I was at Shotty Orr versus Arsenal.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? The first one, like in England, like a lot of people don't know that.
Wait, you
like,
was at Shotty Orr versus Arsenal in England?
Yes, bro. I've been all over the world with this, bro.
That's crazy. I never knew that.
Yeah, you'll be surprised. Like I blow pop in and just be low key. I'm real low key. You might not know it's me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might know it's me. I come in, I watch the show, and I'm a fan too, bro. So sometimes I go, I don't try to be in front of the camera or nothing like that. I'll be real modest, man, and be behind the scenes, low, laid back, and just enjoying the show, man. I pay by my ticket and just be a fan sometime. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. You always still putting back into the culture. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. Well, I want to ask you, when did you feel like, at what point did you feel like, yo, this Spit That Heat shit, like, I'm really starting to lock the South down? Because it's a point in time you locked the whole South from Atlanta down through Alabama all the way through the Carolinas. You had that whole thing on lock.
Yeah. What's crazy was, bro, I say when I was on BET with T-Top. Like that, when we did that, and but what actually opened up the door for me to think, like, it never came a thought where I was like, we had it locked. I always grind like, damn, we don't, because if you had that mindset like, damn, I'm grinding like, oh, I'm already that nigga, then you ain't gonna really grind like you're supposed to. So I always kept the mentality, bro, to just try to outgrind others, and that's all I ever did. That's all I ever do, bro, is just outgrind. So when Super Rider went to the URL, he was actually the first person from the South to actually touch URL's platforms. People don't know that, and that's part of Spit That Heat history as well. Super Rider, when he went to the URL, and I seen how they was still initially looking for talent, and they was really hitting me up about, like, T-Top and the Briz Rothsteins and the Bad Newses and all those type of talents and all that. I was like, okay, well, we like the Duke of battle rap. Like, it's like, we like the Duke. It's like, I'm looking at that and I'm like, okay, if we the Duke, I'm Mike Krzyzewski. I gotta really stay on my A game to really keep the momentum going. And bro, I would tell you, it was so hard. Like, people made it seem like I made it seem easy, but the task just to having all those talented kids in one bunch in my possession was very, very hard to manage. You know what I'm saying? And I was only 24 at the time. You feel me? So it was like I was a young one with all these cats. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make this happen with them. So it was a lot, man. It was a lot, but it was a blessing. I learned a lot.
Now you building pretty much building a scene from the scratch. What mistakes do you think you made, and how did you get through that? Because you said it was difficult.
Yeah. The mistakes I did make, as a young one, sometimes we think rationally, business wise, we think fast. Sometimes we think every move can be the best move, and it's not always the best move for us. I would just say, man, just make sure you move with a conscious mind. Every action has a reaction. A lot of times I just move out of anger, and if I could press rewind on a lot of different things business wise, myself, I personally would have, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody's perfect, but outside of that, man, I wouldn't change nothing. The trials and tribulations that all made me what I am today, and I'm very humbled and appreciative about them. So outside of what I said, I wouldn't change nothing, bro. Honestly.
Right. Do you feel like you kind of got a bad rap for, because a lot of people, I don't know, I never really saw a problem with it, but a lot of people, they started, complaining about, he's being too much of a personality, the Miltown grab and stuff like that. Do you feel like you kind of got a bad rap?
Check this out. This is what's crazy. I'm glad you asked this question, man. Out of all the interviews I have, I've been on fire with the questions. You actually been the best one thus far. So salute to you.
Thanks.
No problem. But what's crazy is when I was doing the collar grabbing and all that, man, it wasn't for no attention. People made me like do it. It was like when I did it one time, it was a natural reaction, bro. It's like I'm saying, I'm a fan first. Like, so when I react like that, when I did, it wasn't to be on no extra shit trying to like take their shine. It was more so like, bro, this shit was hard. I'm a fan. That was hard. I don't care what none of y'all saying. That was hard. So when I seen it became a wave, I'm like, oh yeah, I got to run with this, because when you look at smacking them, they have their own way of
acknowledging a fire. Yeah.
Yeah, when smacking them have their own way of actually acknowledging a hot bar or whatever the circumstances may be. And I'm my own person, so I ain't really too much pay attention to what people said about it. I did it because that's just what I wanted to do, and I wanted to be unique. And what's crazy is, bro, I've hosted 44 events just to, be able to snatch niggas' collars. And I look around, I see leagues like Battle Coliseum. They got whole logos off of my wave. You feel me? Like, that whole grabbing, where that came from. That didn't come from no New York. I got so much slander from them for doing it. And it's crazy now. I see them doing it, and they have a logo for it, and I have a logo for it. So I reached out to Battle Coliseum. They got to see me. They the Blow Draco need about 5% of that. So they have
a logo of basically a Miltown snatch, basically.
I need about 5% of that. Blow Draco need about 5% of that, man. Yeah.
The Blow Draco character is fire. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, but they got to get him 5% because he's most definitely looking for 5% of that, Trez. You feel me?
That's funny. Now another thing, you brought up, you being next to T-Top on BET and all that. How did it make you feel? Just grinding from the bottom up to see guys coming through from your platform, seeing T-Top get on a BET, seeing a Briz get on BET, seeing regardless of what happened with certain relationships, Chef Trez elevating you. How did it make you feel to see guys in that moment? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I started this in a barbershop, and now guys coming to my platform getting a smacking on TV. How'd that make you feel?
What's crazy is my ultimate goal with my artists, bro, it might sound crazy, and it's not to be jay or disrespectful to nobody. It's never been to get on smack. It's always been to have a own substantial following to the point where you didn't need a smack. So if you got on smack from Spit That Heat, that was cool for me. Like, I never was one of them type of, bro, yeah, let's go hurry up and do a PG. I was always one of those type of, no, bro, let's hurry up and build up 10,000 independent followers. So, if smacking them say forget you today and tomorrow, guess what? You still can go battle elsewhere and do 10 to 15,000 views without being reliant on their 720,000 subscribers. You feel me? So that's always been my mindset and what I practice with the artists.
That's
and you got to pardon me, King. I'm running in the code too while I'm talking to you doing this interview, brother.
Oh, you good, man? You better get up out there. You gonna catch an pneumonia out there, and that's
yeah.
Now I also want to ask: do you feel like when some guys got the URL look or whatever, they kind of like forgot where home was?
Most definitely. Oh, I couldn't wait for you to ask this question.
Yeah, you feel like guys forgot where home was? Let's get to it.
Yeah. Well, most definitely, man. I feel like, I don't know if the people know, but I just got to get a good grasp of the type of talent that I've had that came from my platform.
Let's talk about it.
Like,
let's talk about it.
Like, we're talking like official.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking Craig Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking Flacco L. We're talking Bad News. We're talking Blu-ray Blade. We're talking Briz Rothstein. We're talking Riggs. We're talking R Streets. We talking Automatic Ray.
Damn.
We talking Chef Trez. We talking Flacco L. We talking Gutter. We talking Gutter. We talking HA Double. We talking Double M. We talking Boogie. We talking Kenan the Beast. We talking CT. Mm-hmm. What we talking here?
Yeah.
What we talking?
Yeah.
Which one we talking about? I mean, because there's so many to talk about. We could talk about a lot of them.
Okay.
You pick which one you want to have a talk about.
Let's start with let's start with Briz and Top. Because they elevated fast. They jumped off the show. I ain't gonna lie to you. Them niggas pop. Like, So what?
Briz and Top. Well, let me tell you how that worked out. Briz, I actually, what's crazy is it was an artist by the name of Billy Duchess, right? I don't know if you know him from North Carolina.
Yeah, I know about Billy Duchess.
He actually reached out to me. This is what's crazy. A lot of people don't know this, and I'm gonna state some facts. He actually reached out to me because he was aware of the Spit That Heat wave, right?
Yes.
So I said, I'm looking for some. He explained who he was. He sent me some links of him and some cats from North Carolina. Briz Rothstein was one of them links, bro. Mm-hmm. I seen his link, and he was going against a brother by the name, I want to say, of Africa or some shit like that. It's on RBC. It was on a league called RBC.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this nigga's fire. And that we had a lot of momentum, and it was like I needed some somebody exciting and new and fresh that was like different, but awesome. I'll rip your eyes out and play basketball with your eyesight. You feel me? Like I needed that for the brand, like, and I didn't have that element to spit that heat, and it was like I had all the street niggas. I didn't have that gully nigga like that, and it was like I seen him and I was like, yo, he's the guy. That's the guy right there, Briz. Billy hit me. I reached out to him. We set it up. We set up his first battle versus Automatic Ray. And he came, bro. He saw and he conquered. Right. He put on the show, and I'm like, yo, you got to be down with the wave. And at that time, I was doing events every month, bro. Mm-hmm. I will have an event every last Sunday of the month. Damn. So I was keeping him active. So the first time he battled, I'm like, yo, I got to get you down here again. And at that time, bro, it was the thing to do to just come show up and battle. Niggas wasn't on that paper, that Hollywood, I got to be paid. Yeah. I was around before all this Hollywood shit, bro. I want to let you know that too. Like before niggas, before the smacks and all that, I was a nigga around, and these niggas was a lot different than what they is today. You feel me? Like they mentality wasn't what it is today. You know what I'm saying? Briz started doing his thing. Then he had A-Town City. And then I took him out. I bet on him against a brother by the name of Capone out in Indiana. He killed him. We won some money. We went out to Indiana. And then I got him Lotta Zay for killing Buddy. You know what I'm saying? Right. And when he after Lotta Zay, niggas was already on Briz. Like they was already watching his move from URL to everybody. You feel me? Like they was watching his moves. We was doing like 30, 40,000 views independently without smacking anybody. You know what I'm saying? We was just doing this dolo. So,
y'all was on fire. Y'all was on fire.
Yeah. So it was like, even with my independent battles, like with my independent artists, they're doing 15 to 20,000 views independently. You know what I'm saying? Outside of just without me having to go pay for sponsorships or anything. We just doing that off of just being a dope situation. You feel me? So T-Top came along after Briz once they saw what we was doing with Briz. T-Top initially thought I was going to pay him to battle rap at first, and kind of had like an ego thing going on with himself, and understood that I wasn't paying the artist. I was only helping them get money off their brand, which by providing great plates for them on the platform and finding them booking outside of the platform that can be some potential dollars for them. Mm-hmm. And that's what I was doing. So and I'm still a firm believer in not paying an artist. If I'm going to help build you up, why would I pay you to build you up and then you go and get paid elsewhere and I don't get a percentage of that? That's like one-sided business. That's never happened in corporate America. So I don't do one-sided business. You know what I'm saying? So that never was my thing. So after that, T-Top, he battled T-Top, then became the Spit That Heat. He battled PG Skillet his first battle. Then he battled Automatic Ray. And then what people don't understand was like T-Top, he battled John after that, but he helped pay with John. He went half with me.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. That's what I was gonna ask. How did y'all get John down there? Okay.
Yeah, we got John to tell you. He came out on the love, fucking with us. I don't really like to put niggas' budget out there, but at the time, this was like 4 or 5 years ago. John came out to battle T-Top for 1,000. I went half, T-Top went half, so sometimes I be hearing some of these cats get on the internet, bro, and they be like, oh, I wasn't from Spit That Heat, but you the same nigga went half on John with me for Spit That Heat in yourself. So you can't say that, like people tend to forget the facts. They be the facts that be right there, but I haven't spoke out about none of this. Right. I've been real humble, and then Blow Draco arrives, and then that's when the truth get to getting manifest, get to getting out there on everybody. So yeah, so that's what happened with them, bro. And once those waves elevating and getting proving grounds, if you notice and see, I hosted T-Top very first proving grounds for City Towers.
You was right there, front line.
I hosted it, hosted it, bro. Like I hosted it with Chris Unbiased Reviews. Mm-hmm. I hosted it. Me and him hosted the battle. It was like
Chris Unbiased, Charlie Clips, John. Y'all always right there. Yeah.
Yes, bro. So it's like a lot of times, like the newer fans, bro, they don't understand. They don't go back and watch the old tapes because they come in late and they're so hip on what's going on right now. They don't go back and see the old tapes. See, when I came into the culture, I went to go watch the old tapes first, then I came to the new tapes. See, the generation be switching. The generation new now.
That's why I be saying, like, y'all niggas, it's cool to be new fans, but y'all got to do your homework. These niggas y'all came from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? When I first found out about Briz and these niggas, I remember Hitman talking about them. Like, yo, it's some niggas from Carolina, blah, blah, blah. These niggas is fire in the South. I saw a couple of the RBC joints, but when they got popping, Spit That Heat. with Miltown Bloe, and that's a fact. That's just a fact.
That's a fact. And you want to know what's crazy? I gave Mr. Mills his first battle.
Wow.
People don't know that. Go look up Mr. Mills versus Has Barnes. That's his very first battle on a camera ever. I gave him his first 2 battles. I'm the one who discovered Mr. Mills, bro. I'm the reason why Mr. Mills versus Danny Myers went down. If you go, I don't know if you've seen that. I'm the reason. I'm one of the reasons why Mr. Mills and Ill Will went down this past year. It's a lot of things like my hand being so much, bro. Like a lot of times I'm not the forefront guy. Yeah. People don't know that. You know, I'm not always the forefront guy. But when I am, King. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm not, bro, I'm behind the scenes. Like you might see me at Gates to the Garden doing some hosting. You might see me doing a lot of little behind the scenes things for people, bro. You never know. But I'm not always the front guy. And you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I get to, like, people more so only see Miltown Bloe as snatching collars, asking niggas if they wrote that. But they don't really understand like the intricate time and effort I put into in the years I put in the money I put into the craft itself, just as far as really going to travel and scout talent, really making sure talent look presentable on the camera, as far as having a clean t-shirt or haircut, or if brothers is short on food, making sure brothers is eat. Yeah. And it's a lot to the culture in a lot of different aspects that the fans don't get to know about. You know what I'm saying? And they forget about once an artist say, "Oh, he treated me wrong." They forget about a whole cultural shit that he did amazing, all because of this one thing. And that's where a lot of my shade and a lot of the hate came, the Miltown Bloe slander came from, bro. It came from a lot of that. You know, a lot of bitter artists that, you know, I couldn't attend to because I built a foundation around Trez. It's just like, you know, you build a system around Kevin Durant and Kate, and you know, and what's the point guard?
Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, the one play for Golden State. I forgot his name, man.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. You build an offense around him, man, and the team around him, and now you have people like KD that's gonna come and give you a solid 20. So I didn't have that many people that was on Trez level when I was building up Spit That Heat around that era. It was only a few, and everybody felt like they was on that level. So it became a conflict of different egos. Some people felt like I was treating him better than this. And it's like a lot of people didn't understand. And at the time I was young, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I'm building up somebody and I'm building up a brand and I'm building my brand around this person, I'm not going to thinking it's going to go bad, because at the end of the day, we family. You know, these people who come to my home, King, eat in my house, sit at my table and eat my food and call me bro. I would never think nobody would go to the internet and say nothing crazy about me because they call me bro in my house at my dinner table. So I don't have, I'm not used to that. You feel me? And it's like, maybe I should have been like Smack, where niggas can't come to my crib. I only see you at events, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you hear from me every now and then, and you know what I'm saying? Like, when I shouldn't have been accessible to the artist. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I should have been like that and it would have worked out differently, but it's a live and learn situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now you brought up Chef Trez, and it was kind of built. I mean, he's probably the most talented at that time, and it seems to be like an ongoing type of situation with y'all. What, like, can you kind of shed light onto that? Like, what's the real root of this whole thing? Like, why is it still ongoing even today?
You want to know what's crazy? Me and Trez talked yesterday, man.
Y'all talked yesterday.
Me and Trez talked yesterday. Me and Trez, we're going to go live today. So make sure you go watch that. We're going to go live today and we're going to talk. But basically, man, ain't no vendetta, man. It's just, he seen my blog. He thought it was genius. And he figured, why not piggyback off of it and, you know, speak on it. He, you know, if you pay attention to his blog, he didn't really say nothing ill. Only thing he did mess up and say was, he said something about when Miltown, when I left Spit That Heat, he had to move to Milwaukkee. Now, what people don't understand about that is, when he left Spit That Heat, before he left Spit That Heat, I was already fighting the case. You feel me? Right. And my mom was already fighting triple bypass open heart surgery. So I was already back and forth from Milwaukee to Atlanta. So it was either going to be, regardless if Bullpen came or not, I was still going to have to go to Milwaukee eventually, because I was going to have to serve my time, and I was going to have to eventually help take care of my mother, which I'm still doing to this day. So I would have had to leave regardless whether Bullpen was there. Peace. Always. So it was going to have to be that regardless Bullpen was around or not. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is on that. So I just wanted to clarify that. Like, I wasn't ran out of Atlanta. Seeing comments, Bloe was ran by negative. Bloe had to go do time. I'm a free man. I did all my time. I ain't telling nobody. My mom's is healthy, everything in good spirits. I'm throwing events in my hometown and building talent up here. And it's amazing feeling to be able to still be active, in the whole city and stay still. You know what I'm saying? That I didn't even start in, even though it's my own city.
Man, that's dope, man. Because I definitely was gonna ask because it was like you took a little hiatus, but you explained that situation and
Yeah, I was locked up, King. I couldn't do nothing at the time. I'm humbled and grateful that I'm out now. Got an opportunity to be great every single day, bro. So that's another thing people don't understand. Like battle rap, cool, man, but I was behind bars, so a lot of times when niggas was slandering and throwing salt on pepper, I couldn't defend myself.
Right.
I wasn't in a defending situation. I'm not even knowing, bro. Ain't no internet where I was at. You feel me? Right. So it was like a lot of the shit I didn't see, but when I got out, I peep game. I see who was with me, who was against me. One of my most haters when I got out of jail to come to crazy to see to find out was Chris Unbiased Review, man. And was one of my he was one of my biggest, like when it came down to people like trying to slander like the brand, like him and his group had a whole lot of negativity to say about Spit That Heat.
This is back when them a lot of y'all new fans don't know them. The shit in them Facebook groups used to get real.
Man, that's in his group. His group make people like I've seen people really like delete their Facebook. Not me because it's not that serious to me, but I've seen other people like want to delete their Facebook. And at the time, I don't know if you know, I was hosting out an event. And I had a nigga who snuck me. Niggas pulled guns out on me.
Damn.
It was a lot of different things, man, that was going on at that time. A lot of people was lying, saying speculations that I was a thief, that I was stealing, and I was never a thief. I was always the provider, man. It's just people tend to actually put the negative out there. And what's crazy about us, bro, as individuals, we pay way more attention to the negativity and the lies than we would the actual truth. You feel me? Like the actual truth, people don't really pay attention to. Like prime example, you ever heard like somebody use a phrase like, if the truth is in a book, if you read it, right? But how many people actually go read the book? They love the lie. They don't really want to go open this book to see the truth, bro.
Right.
Because they rather believe the lie. And it's just a book. They never opened the book of Bloe to see was it real or fake. Right. They've only just went along with the lies, and everything that came with the lies. But once you actually open that book, like yourself, you chop it down and you sit down, you chop it up with me, you'll see, man, it's a lot more truth than what the people put out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now you back in Milwaukee, you doing your thing. How's it been kind of, building Spit That Heat up back in Milwaukee now?
What's crazy is when I started Spit That Heat, I kind of started with some Milwaukee artists. Okay. So they're still here. So it's like, it's a task at first because Milwaukee's a B market, meaning that we get everything like second, you know what I'm saying? So as far as getting the market to kind of understand the momentum of the culture has kind of like, it was a transition at first, but now we had a good stanza where we got a nice crowd each and every event as of now. And it's a blessing, man. Every event we grow. We grow from 5 to 7% as far as people that's in attendance. So I'm grateful of that, man, and I'm appreciative of that whole process, bro. Just being able to build that up each time, I'm just growing and growing and brand growing. So, and I got a new artist by the name of LL Cool G. He's been on the tear this year.
We rock with LL, super tough over here.
No, that's dope, man.
Tony Bro definitely rock with LL Cool G, man. That's one of his favorites for sure.
That's dope, man. That's my little bro. He's one of my new top guys that, as y'all can see, I've been pushing heavily for the last year. And we're going to continue to push him forward. And I got some new guys. I got a new act that's out of Indiana by the name of MC Wooker. He's real talented. Another act that I've been dealing with, another act in Milwaukee by the name of Hoodlum. I'm just rebuilding, bro. I got a lot of different, I'm just building that dynasty that like I did, man. Only thing the difference is here is just in Atlanta, bro, in the South, the artist was a lot more hungry as far as like promotion, being more prepared. You have those artists here that's prepared, like, Coogie's never not prepared, but you have some that's not, just don't get it. They'll come, want to freestyle. And it wasn't like that in my era when I was with them boys in the South. Boy, them boys made sure they raps was perfect. Yeah. They ain't come to play. They made sure everything, bro. You should have seen them before the cameras got rolling, bro. It was like they had jitters from the T-top to the brizzes, bro. It was a blessing to be a part of that shit, bro. Like, you had to be there to see it.
So so the different, you would say the difference comparing the Milwaukee scene to the Atlanta scene is just kind of the hunger of the MC?
The hunger. Yeah, the hunger, man. The hunger is two different. It was two different levels of hunger. I'm working on getting Milwaukkee to that hunger. The people that I deal with in the fan base and my following, working on getting that hunger, to the culture. But I just don't see it just of yet, just of right now. You know what I'm saying? And the unity here is terrible, bro. And Atlanta was a lot more unified than what it is in the Midwest. The Midwest everybody's kind of like everybody for themselves. Way more egotistic than it is in the South. And that is like the two biggest flaws I could say. But other than that, bro, it's so much talent here. And I'm going to display it come this year. You're going to see a lot of different new up and comers that's going to be getting displayed on Spit That Heat as well. So just stay tuned, bro.
Yeah, man. You might have to get my guy Trufo from Chicago on there, man. Get him a plate over there, man. You know what?
What are you talking about? Trufo, who just battled Hoodlum?
Yeah. Oh, he did. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my bro.
He just battled on We Go Hard too.
Yeah, Trufo, I talk to him like every other day, bro. That's another artist who I haven't signed, but he one of the artists that I'm looking to sign, man. The managing thing, man, in battle rap, people don't understand this. It's truly it's not a profitable situation. So to be involved with it, man, you just gotta be passionate. And the artists I'm dealing with in a situation, I'm passionate about, and I want what's best for them, and I'm not doing it for no return because there's no return with this shit, bro. Yeah, that's why a lot of people don't really do it.
And you know what? The thing I'm noticing just from talking to a lot of up and comers in the Midwest, it's kind of like you say, the hunger ain't there. I feel like some of them kind of get down because they feel like the outlets aren't there. You know what I mean? Like some of them feel like they put in the work almost for nothing because they don't get the looks of, they feel like they don't get the looks of an East Coast guy, or they don't have a bull, you know what I mean? Just the outlets there, you know what I'm saying? To get them.
They got Spit That Heat. We hear it's just with me, man. I feel like one thing I did with the South, and I used to always tell the artists is, bro, I don't want to hear about you having 17 battles and you can't average 1,000 views. Right. If you have 17 battles and you can't average 1,000 views, then we have to do some reevaluating within yourself. Before you ask for a bigger platform, master the one that you have yourself. Mm-hmm. This is what I tell the artists. Master, if you have 4,000 fans, 4,000 friends on Facebook, 1,000 friends on Twitter, 1,000 friends on Instagram, that's 6,000 as an audience that you have for a demographic to market to. It shouldn't be no reason that you couldn't train your process or your brand to even be able to do 1,000 of it. Right. Within a 6-month training promotional packaging program within yourself, and a commitment to yourself and your brand and your clips and your flyers, it shouldn't be no reason you shouldn't get 1,000 views. And see, I'm giving free gems right now on just for artists and up and coming artists who trying to actually elevate their own independent brand. And this is what I master in, bro. When I do with my artists that I deal with, that's why you see Cool G in. He don't have a battle out that's under less than 6,500 views. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, if it's one of those things where you have to make sure you can be an audience without anybody. Independence is key. You don't want to go to somebody and need them. You want to go to somebody and they need you. And that's the grind I always taught with Spit That Heat. So when Trez went to URL and battled Dre Dennis, he already battled B Magic, and we was already 125,000 views in. He already,
these are all facts right here.
He already battled Flacco L. He already battled Craig Lamar, and there was 100,000 views in on Spit That Heat independently as two up and coming artists. So we already had those views before Bullpen, before Proving Grounds. We was already stained up. That go for Flacco L. He was already stained up. Battled Excel, battled Chef Trez, battled Craig Lamar, battled a lot of different people before going to Bullpen. Even PG Skillet, even Automatic Ray, CT battled Daylight before he went to Bullpen. That battle's at 175,000 views. T-Top battled John before he went to URL. Lotta Zay battled Breads before he went to URL. Official battle Automatic Ray and hosted by Arsenal before she went to Queen of the Ring. Her very first sparring session, unique, not unique, but official. She shots out Spit That Heat on her very, very first sparring session. I'm the one who actually closed out the deal with Official and Queen of the Ring. Wasn't nobody on the South, nobody from New Orleans on the phone with Debo at the time. That was all Miltown Bloe at the time. That was all Big Draco shit. That was all him. No lie, that was all him, bro. Like when it came to anything in the South, even when we talking Gluezy ain't get hot until he battled Killer B on Spit That Heat, and that was before URL. So when we talking facts, we talking actual factuals. Nobody from the South except Loso I haven't touched that wasn't hot already from Spit That Heat wave and the momentum and them already being dope from them being dope themselves. Only one was Loso, bro. That's the only one I didn't touch. And what's crazy is I set up Loso. He was actually going to be on my tryout card, but it ended up not working out. So I didn't get to work with Loso. But that's the only artist I didn't work with, bro, from the South. But when we talking like Brandon artists, like Chef Trez, he got his very first battle with Spit That Heat. Wasn't no bullpen around. There wasn't no bullpen. There wasn't no URL. Flacco L got his very first battle with Spit That Heat. There wasn't no bullpen around. CT got his very first battle. Cannon the Beast got his very first battle. Mr. Mills got his very first battle. These cats got their very first. They started with Spit That Heat. Clone, his very first battle was Spit That Heat.
Let's be real. Yes. Let's be real, Bloe. Do you feel like the bullpen scene wouldn't be where it is without Spit That Heat?
That's a fact. Because want to know why? Because if you go look at my earlier stages of Spit That Heat, you will see John at all my events with no mustache, the younger John. He saw the whole formula. This my man's. But he's been to the events where he's hosted events. He's been to events where he's seen what I do. He's seen the talented artists. It was even a time where I was going to join forces with John and do some URL South shit. But I didn't want to do that, and I didn't want to join forces with them because I didn't want to belittle Spit That Heat. I was always one of my independents. I didn't want to belittle my shit to be a part of anybody else's shit because I was already. I came from the mud with my shit, and I invested my own money. I'm over $66,000 invested in my own cash. Now, understand, I don't have no sponsorship, y'all. I was a young cat with my own paper, and I was just doing this shit my own self independently. So when y'all see all these cats being flown and Miltown Bloe paid for that out of his own dime, 66 G's. Every time you seen these cats battling names, I paid for those from B Magic and all that, bro, out of my own pocket. You feel me? Out of my own dime.
Straight independent shit. Straight
independent, bro. And a lot of people thought I was making so much money, man. It'd be so. You know how many times I lost in battle rap? I'm 66,000 in, bro. I haven't even seen 33,000. And the return is just off the strength of me taking risk and not knowing better and having that passion for it and hoping that this time going to do better than the last time did. You know what I'm saying? And once you get caught up in that, man, and you got artists that's passionate, man, that's the money shit don't matter. And a lot of people try to lie and make it seem like that's what I thought mattered, bro. I was always the money. So it never mattered to me because I never got it back, bro. I never got it back.
Right.
I always took a loss. Each event, bro, from niggas showing up, man, I thought I'm waiting on my girl to send me this money, Western Union. Oh, okay, bro. Well, here you go, bro. Here go a couple dollars, bro. Here go some food, bro. Here go a haircut, bro. You ain't got no hotel money? Okay, here go your hotel, bro. I wasn't one of them kind of cats that are paid, but if you came down fucked up, you ate, you smoked, you made sure you had a clean presence about yourself. And I had a barber at every event on duty. Ask any one of these niggas, bro. I had a barber on all my events on duty. So if you came to my event looking like a piece of shit, I already prepaid the barber. So all you have to do is go and sit in the chair when he was open. He was lining you up for free, bro, or giving you a temp fade for free, bro, before you battle. No lie.
Right.
Ask these niggas, bro. Like, no lie.
A lot of niggas,
you ain't eat, you hungry? You ain't eat, you hungry? Go to the back of the kitchen, tell Bloe sent you. Now I'm paying for all this shit, bro. But I'm feeding niggas for free. These plates, all this shit ain't none of this shit free, but we looking out. We've been looking out, but they ain't never showcased that to y'all. Like, they ain't tell y'all we was the first niggas to put Angry Fan and Chris Unbiased View on the camera, bro. Them niggas weren't hosting till they came to the Heat, bro.
Yeah.
We the first niggas to bring them niggas to the Heat and bring them niggas on any camera lens, bro. We birthed a lot of different kind of niggas, bro, when it came to this shit, bro. So, that's why I'm still doing what I'm doing because, bro, when you in the game and you really moving like that, bro, sometimes the truth ain't got to be told. It just got to be showed, and your grind gonna always speak for itself, bro.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Not gonna lie, man. As a fan, I've always been hurt, Bloe. I can't lie. I've always been a little hurt that I did not get that Spit That Heat versus We Go Hard, man. That was,
you know what? I'm sorry about that, brother.
Man,
I've done
that hurt
so
my
much.
heart,
Listen,
man.
shout out to B City, man. What's crazy was they were actually willing to do it. URL was gonna get in on it. we had me and B City, we was going back and forth on the matchups, bro. The momentum. I know you remember the time when the momentum was crazy. We was doing blogs at each other. We was
Bro,
taunting each other.
that shit was on some Death Row vs. Bad Boy type, on some skill type shit.
So,
Like, you was
man,
either
listen,
spit that heat, nigga, or you was a we go hard, nigga. There was no in between. Pick a side. Like, it was
facts. And them niggas was real. Like when we came up to the proving grounds, like when Trez came Trez came, battled Dre Dennis, Flacco came, Automatic came, he battled Automatic Ray battled Remedy Loco, Flacco battled Hemi from New Orleans, Bad News battled Gems, Steve-O battled a couple people battled from the South. Every time we came up, bro, it was always, oh, there go them Spit That Heat niggas right there. It always got that vibe to it. Like niggas, so it like we had to be on our shit, bro. I love that feeling. Like, cause them niggas seen us on the internet, them niggas was like, yo, them niggas, there go them niggas right there.
Bro, that right there was the closest thing to when Verb and those niggas from the Midwest was going to battle Math and the New York niggas. That's the closest thing it got back to that. That's just a fact.
Listen, you want to know what's crazy? Is, bro, like, I wish we would have did that, because that Trez and Chef then would have been way better than the one now, because they was a lot. Like, Chef was a lot. Chef was hungry. Chess was hungrier. Yeah. And that's when he was a lot more gullier and he was a lot more focused. Mm-hmm. And what's crazy is you knew that matchup was already set in stone. That was going to be main event. We was going to have Flacco versus Steams. Let me name some of these matchups. It was actually going to be Flacco L was going against Brooklyn Carter. It was going to be Chef Trez versus Chess. It was going to be, I think, Briz versus Steams. It was going, bro, we was going to fuck them up, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all was walking into that event up 2-0. Top and Briz wasn't losing. Bro, I don't give a fuck.
Bro, I don't Top, care. Briz, and then Craig Lamar. I had Bad News too, bro. I had Flacco L, Bad News, Craig Lamar, Briz, T-Top, Trez. Automatic Ray, Trez. Bro, I'm coming in swinging in that bitch, bro.
You was coming to smoke some.
Hey, we was coming in that bitch strong. But you know what? They lined up was mean too. They had Money. They had King Money, Brooklyn Carter, Steams, Chess. Who else they had? Who else was popping on URL at the time? It was somebody else from We Go Hard that was popping at Brooklyn Carter.
Bro, they was so deep though. That's the thing. They was so deep, my nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. If we would have had to, like, our 10, we would have had to go in the mud. We would have had to grab the rigs. We would have had to grab. I don't know if you remember Chitty Bang.
I remember Chitty.
Man, I would have had to go get Chitty Bang. I would have had to get Strategize. I would have had to get Blu-ray Blade. I would have went in the archive on them guys, because they would have tried to kill us out there, man. And what's crazy was, bro, we was gonna do it in neutral grounds in Virginia. People didn't even know that.
Damn, man, I wish that shit would have happened, man.
Bro, we was gonna do that shit in like Virginia, or like in the middle, like, or in Jersey. It was gonna be Virginia or New Jersey, but we know Jersey ain't far from New York, but it ain't New York. You feel me? Like, so we just didn't want it in NYC. But what's crazy was, bro, we actually set it to, I'm sorry, bro, I'm telling you false information. We set it to come to NYC because we was going to do it where it was a series where every year we was going to actually come and battle each other once a year, every year. So we was going to go see them, and then they was going to come to the South the next year. Yeah,
man,
that's what we was going to do.
That would have been so fire, man.
I know, man, but then then everything went sour, man. Everything, my cameraman ended up losing some viable footage, and he ended up, we lost some valuable footage, bro. We lost High Life Live versus Chef Trez.
Damn.
We lost Flacco L versus Craig Lamar. We lost when the Quest McCody came, Marv 1 came. This was all in one event. And bro, I had to, like, what's crazy is my cameraman, we was doing this shit called Spit That Heat Street Report, where we was getting just content for the channel. And it was a Friday. We was at an event, and my cameraman, I picked him up. We went to the event. He ended up bringing his laptop, his camera, and his whole kit with him. And I'm not paying it no mind because I'm just ready to do the interviews. I'm high, I'm drinking, I'm at the event. We chilling, we doing regular shit. Make a long story short, at the end of the day, we leave the event. I got an automatic start on my car. So I start the car, hop in the car. I pay it no mind, not knowing that my car lock been picked because I have an automatic start, bro. So I don't know if my car lock, and I'm fucked up leaving the club. I'm damn near wobbling getting in this motherfucker. Bro fucked up. He get in the car with me. We get in the car. I'm driving to his house, bro. And when we get to damn near by his crib, he like, bro, where my computer at? I'm like, what you mean, man? a computer. I don't know. I didn't even know he had his computer, bro. I know he had a camera. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he had no computer with him. But he made it clear, like, bro, I put my computer under my seat. And I'm thinking to myself, like, my nigga, we just in the venue. You got the backpack. Why you ain't bring the computer in there with you? Like, why would you leave it in the car at the club? Like, why? Why would you? Even though we parked in the front, why would you do that? Like, it's still cars that can block this passageway, which it did. Right. So, make a long story short, our computer was stolen. And
damn, man.
All the battles that we had from that event was on his computer. He didn't save them on a hard. And the only battle we released from that event, bro, was Big Hand versus Bad News.
Wow.
That's the only battle we got to release from that event. We talking like 500,000 views here, bro.
Yeah.
Now, remind you, it's artists that's from the training day. I don't know if you remember training day, but that's when like it's kind of like a proving ground kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where you got to kind of like, we're training you to be good enough to be able to get to the main Spit That Heat channel. And then we'll be able to mold you in a different form to help you get elsewhere. But I had training day cats that wanted to pay for looks, like legends like Marv One, Quest McCody. They were tired of being training day. They wanted looks. Right. And at the time, I'm like, who am I not to like let these guys try to shoot their shot? If they want to invest, I can be the plug to actually get them to where they're trying to go. Now, me being the plug, when they try to go to these other artists and try to book them without me, they're charging them outrageous numbers because they don't know these individuals. Me, I have a much more a better relationship with these artists. So what I did was, say for instance, if you wanted Marv One and he charged you without me 2 G's, he might want 800 with me. You know, I'm gonna charge you 1,000 because I'm gonna have to make sure Marv One get to the airport, pick you up, make sure he's safe and secure, use my gas money to travel. So I make like a $200 play in between that by me setting it up for you. And I'm giving you my resources.
But you still getting 200, but I'm saving you a band.
Way more. Yeah, I'm still saving you way more than what you would have paid originally without me.
Right.
So people try to make it seem like I was stealing for that. Now, one thing I want to tell you is, bro, I'm a hustler. Now, I'm going to use this metaphor so you can understand what I'm saying and everybody listening. I'm saying, if I go get a pound for $1,600, I'll be damned if I sell it to you for $1,600, bro. There's no profit in that.
Right.
That's not how business goes. Right. You know, McDonald's don't go buy their burger patties for $1 and sell them to you for $1, bro.
Exactly.
They get them for at least 25 to 30 cents per patty, and they make 70 cents profit off whatever you just purchased. So make a long story short, they try to make it seem like me middleman and making money off the middleman and accomplishing their dreams was a form of me stealing by me making money. Now, I wasn't making money off these artists or outside of me setting up the battles and working for these artists and helping them accomplish their goals. Now, what they said I fucked up was I didn't tell them that I was making money. And me personally, as a businessman, I don't feel like if I accomplish your goal and what you're looking for at a wholesale rate and you're happy you got to accomplish what you need, I shouldn't have to tell you if I made no money or not. I mean, and even if I didn't make no money, just to think about it, it's 4 years later, neither one of them still ain't offering me $1 for all the services I've done. So if I didn't make no money off of middlemaning, still to this day, I still wouldn't have been offered anything by neither one of these artists. Right. So all my services, everything I've done would have been completely for free. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, if I'm going to give you my resources, I'm going to give you my time. I'm going to make sure that I got to get this artist from here. I got to book his information. I got to do all these things for you. And you're not signed to me. You're not committed to my brand nor myself. So you can take all the benefits with you outside of this one chance that you're getting and this one shot you're doing on my platform. Then I'm going to make some money off of you. It's just business. It's nothing because you're making money off of me. You're taking your resources from my platform to utilize for yourself. So why not be charged for those? But I don't feel like I should have to tell you I'm charging you as long as I'm accomplishing and I'm holding up my end of the bargain. Yeah. And a lot of people didn't like how I did that. And when they found out I was making money, oh man, well, you stealing behind my back. No, I just accomplished what I was doing. You asked the extra question by an artist that wanted to be a chatty patty and wanted to tell you how much he charged me. And you found out that I made some money in between him, but you didn't realize that your battle was taken care of.
And you saved money.
So then when I'm done, but then outside of saving money, I have to but think about it. These artists invested their money in some content they won't get to see. Who has to be the one to go tell them? Now we got people who didn't pay for their own content. Now who got to tell them they ain't got no battle to show for it? Not the camera. Miltown Bloe do. Cameraman didn't want to go, oh yeah, it was my fault. I ain't save it on the hard drive footage for a week and a half. I just ain't save it on the hard drive. Why I only had it on my computer. None of that. tucked his tail. I took the rap, and I just in one of those groups, mainly Chris Unbiased, I was getting slandered left and right. People thought I did it on purpose. People thought I was stealing from the artist. So that just became one big thing. Well, I made money off them, and I took their content. I'm not releasing it. It just was a whole bunch of stupid shit, bro. That just wasn't even making sense.
Like
I lost
it was a lot of controversy going on.
Yeah, like bro, I lost with y'all. I lost more than y'all actually because I lost everything. I lost y'all. I lost the money. I lost my money. I lost the content, bro. When I say I lost everything, I lost everything. Guess what? Even my cameraman had the capacity to leave and go over to Bullpen with the artist, bro. So you lose my content and then go becomes Bullpen content. Ain't that something? The same cameraman, bro. It's Bullpen's cameraman, bro. The same one you seen Marcus with the camera doing the skit. He's at Bullpen. He left Spit That Heat, lost my content, left Spit That Heat, and went to Bullpen to go be their cameraman, bro. But the fans don't know. The fans don't even know this is Trez's best friend at the time. So anytime I was into it with Trez, I'd be into it with my cameraman. People don't know that my cameraman is my personal assistant's boyfriend. So anytime I'm into my cameraman, now I'm into my personal assistant, which is now personal assistant to Bullpen, which is Harriet.
Damn, so everybody went to Bullpen damn near.
Everybody went to Bullpen. Bullpen doesn't have any original people outside of Will over there and John. That's it. They don't have any original talent. They don't have any original scouts. They don't have any original camera crew. Everything's from Spit That Heat, bro. No lie. If I'm lying, I'm front. Go look at the tapes. It's on YouTube. Everything I'm saying is a fact. Harriet came from Spit That Heat. She started the whole personal assistant, want to manage artists culture from Spit That Heat. Marcus with the camera brought her in. When Trez left, he left with Trez and she left with him. And the three amigos left. They try to make it seem like I'm tripping when it's just one big ass controversial circle that I have to deal with. It's a conflict of interest. Right. Well, I'm dealing with a nigga who if I say something bad about his girl or my personal assistant, oh, that's his shorty. It's a problem. Or if I say something about Trez that, well, we need to do this or do that, and he don't like it, it's a problem because that's his home. Or if I say something, you know what I'm saying, like about some footage that I don't like how it's edited, I can't say it to my personal assistant because that's her lover. I'm in a big ass love circle, bro, that I'm trying to have it, and I'm trying to manage artists at the same damn time, bro. And then what's crazy is everybody geeked me up to be the one to go tell the artists to go that they lost their shit. Even Marcus, even Harriet, just for them to go to Bullpen. So it's easy for y'all to go because Bullpen didn't even know you fucked their footage up. You think they gonna know? You think you're gonna be that cameraman if they found out you the one who the reason why I lost 17 battles, bro? Hell no. Hell no, you ain't gonna be able to go to Bullpen. But you let me take the fall, you tucked your tail, you ran over there. And that's what a lot of fans don't know, bro. That's a lot what happened to Spit That Heat, bro.
See, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. And I was there during the time all this. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Go look at Marcus with the camera, bro. If he first come on my earlier stage, you'll see he's the one in the skits. That was my cameraman, bro. That was the one doing all Spit That Heat edited. All that shit from the skits. He's the one who came up with all the skits. All that, bro. Yeah, Marcus with the camera. And he left Spit That Heat with Trez and Harriet and everybody else and Cannon the Beast. It was a trickle effect because over there at Bullpen at the time, they were paying too. They were paying newer artists. I wasn't paying niggas. I was paying through my platform. Right. And they seen that, John was John. His brother managed Bow Wow. They coming with Jermaine Dupri. They see bigger opportunity from a celebrity style. So it's like, I can't compete with that and fight my case and take care of my moms and deal with all the hate and deal with being snuck and still try to smile at the same damn time and got to go to jail. So I had to disappear. I had to go to jail. I had to revamp, and here I am, bro.
That's crazy, man.
It's a lot. Like and just to think, bro, I never spoke out about this to nobody.
You never said nothing about that, even because I follow you. You know what I'm saying? I was a fan of the whole shit, so like I be listening. I never heard you say none of this.
And see, the crazy thing about it, I always say that for a moment like this, bro, where somebody like really sit down with me, get a full-fledged interview. They want the truth. They want to hear the truth. And, now I'm on my Blow Draco shit. Anytime somebody hit me up about it, I'm going to speak truth on all these niggas. Ain't none of these niggas going to be able to tell no lie. Like, I was around before niggas was in gangs. I was around before niggas had names. I was around when niggas was just, hey, man, can I please get a plate, bro? I'm hungry. I was around for that. Right. So a lot of the culture don't get to see these cats in them moments. I was around for that. I wasn't around when they was in celebrity mode. I seen them get to that stage, bro. So I don't have the same perspective everybody else do when it come to these niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be so eager to pay these niggas to rap because I feel like I helped create the artists they are today. So why I didn't have to pay you then? Why would I have to pay you now? You know, that's just been my mental, King. Like Mike Krzyzewski ain't never had to pay Grant Hill to come run a scrimmage with his newer cats, did he? No. He come and run the scrimmage for free, right? Because it's a mutual respect.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mutual respect between Mike Krzyzewski and Grant Hill. You understand? And I just use it as a for so you can understand where I'm coming from when it comes to them cats. They don't get that concept. It's not like We Go Hard. We Go Hard, you'll see Steam's battle with up and comer because it's a different kind of love they have for their platform. A lot of these cats don't have that type of love for the platform. They more so got that type of love for themselves. And it shows, bro. It shows.
So that whole notion of, because I think a lot of people have this misconception of Bloe wanted to be bigger than the artist.
Hell no. Man, what? Hell no, man. Hell no. I ain't never want to be bigger than an artist, bro. All I ever cared about was the artist, bro. If I want to be bigger than the artist, why the hell will I have a barber at my event making sure the artist getting crispy and these grown ass men with kids, bro? You feel me? Why would I be making sure niggas got extra white tees and clean shirts and food to eat if I want to be bigger than niggas, bro? It don't make sense. It just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like the logic of that, that's a lie that people would love to run with. The evil mind and a hater will want me to not be as big as my artist. Why would, like, this is not something I want to do, but if I'm able to do it, why can't I reach that plateau? Why can't I put that plaque on my wall of success? Mm-hmm. Why? What's wrong with that? Like, people make it seem like that's a bad thing to do. You know, like, no, it's nothing wrong with that if that's what I wanted to do, but that's never been my motive, bro. My motive has always been the brand and the artist. It just so happened that in moments when artists are, being dope, the shit I do so happen to stand out, bro.
Yeah, and I think, you know how it is, man. When you young, brash, and you stepping into a field where, like, people was used to how Organic do it or Smack do it. The other people that was up and coming in leagues, they didn't really have a big personality that you had. They didn't really have you had a character. You know what I'm saying?
And see, think about this too, though, King. Not to cut you off. Like, think about this too, though, bro. Like, my nigga, like, I can't. People be so caught up in, oh man, that shit whack. But when you turn around and you look, all these niggas talk like me. All these niggas throw events like me. All these niggas try to have that. Like, John to me ain't nothing but a baby spit that heat, and it's a dope spit. They dope, but I feel like from the way John even pulls collars now. He ain't asked me, could he do that, bro? That's my shit.
Right.
You see John pulling collars, snatching niggas, and, screaming in the camera. Like, he's been hosting battles at Grind Time. When had Grind Time? Never. You had to see it and find out that was the thing to do first. And now it's the wave. Right. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it is, people. So and it's not me throwing no shade. It's not me, because John is my man. John know he was around for Spit That Heat in the earliest stages, numerous of times. I got the files. I still got old Spit That Heat footage, bro. John with no mustache.
No beard.
7-8 years ago. No beard, John. At my events with PC. I'm the one who brought PC back to battle rap, not John. Damn. There's nobody on Bullpen that you can name that I didn't have my hand in.
So pretty much Bullpen
outside of Loso, only one I didn't touch was Loso and C Money. Everybody else has been on Bullpen.
So Bullpen is basically Spit That Heat with a sponsor.
Facts. Show me one person on Bullpen that originally came from Bullpen that he found himself, that he went out to go mold. Nobody. Not one. Not even Loso. Loso from ETE out of ETD out in Tampa. He's not even from that league. He's from another league out in Tampa. That's where I first saw him at, and I gave him a battle he never showed up to at. Yeah. So who was originally from Bullpen? So when they first started, I didn't like the whole thing of them being the king of the South, because my thing with being the king of the South is you have to put in that work like I did to be king of the South.
They took everything from Spit That Heat, basically. Plus,
let me tell you this, bro. Let me tell you this, bro. I don't know if I said this prior to the other recording before I was interrupted, but if I said it, I'm going to take it back. I'm not going to say they took it, but, they most definitely, because a lot of people, they went willingly. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can't blame them for wanting to go and try a new wave. You feel me? But I would say that Dog was around for a lot of what I had going on in the formula, as far as like the collar snatching and all that. That's my shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? As far as all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So, wasn't John wasn't thinking about having no league, you know what I'm saying, until niggas seen what I was doing with the platform, because he was still trying to be a battle rap, you feel?
Right.
So when I seen the niggas was trying to move in and I was already fighting the case. I'm paying for lawyer and everything, bro. I just, I had money. I just couldn't keep up with both of them at the time, bro. Because, battle rapping is costly. People don't know this shit costs, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Room, flights, hotel, niggas fees and for cancellations, niggas smoking in rooms, got to pay $250. It's a lot of different shit y'all don't know about. You feel me? That come with this shit. So it's me being a younger CEO within the branch of this culture. It was a lot at the time. You know what I'm saying? But I would say Dog did, get some gems from the formula and utilize them for his own and his own benefit, especially when it comes to the artists that came from Spitdatheat. They already went over there with Stain, bro. They already went over there being watched by the viewers who love Spitdatheat. So when they went to Bullpen, it wasn't nothing different. These the same niggas y'all been watching the last 3-4 years. You feel me? So it's like, it's no different. It's just a new platform. Like Bad News was already on the proving grounds before he went to Bullpen. He already battled Gems on the proving grounds. Like Craig Lamar already battled Daylight. No, not Daylight. Already battled, like, before RBE and all that, man. It was Miltown Bloe. Craig Lamar already battled Rum Nitty on Spitdatheat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. T-Top already battled. It's just, the names was already there, bro. Like Riggs already battled Danny Myers before he went to Bullpen, bro. Go look up Riggs versus Danny Myers. That's the dread Riggs. That's when Riggs had dreads. I don't know. See, the newer fans don't know nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know nothing about this, man.
That's a fact.
They don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that Bad News versus Big Hand. They don't know nothing about Scotty Scotty getting his look at Spitdatheat neither. They don't know nothing about that. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Scotty versus Grams hosted by Norbs on Spitdatheat. Right after that. Oh, right after that, he was right on URL battling Dre Dennis. If I'm lying, I'm flying, y'all.
This is all facts here.
If I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm the one who set up Scotty versus JC, and I ain't even from Houston. I'm the one set it up.
You set up Scotty versus JC?
I set up Scotty versus JC. You can ask JC. You can ask Scotty. I didn't pay for it. I'm the one who even suggested the matchup. If you can ask Scotty, I didn't pay for it. No, I'm the one who actually
seed there. You connected the
dots. I'm the one who helped start Black Ice Cartel. I bet you didn't know that neither.
Wait a minute.
I bet you didn't know that, did you? Yeah, I bet you didn't know that.
Black Ice Cartel.
If you go look in our earlier stages, Miltown Bloe was present. I'm the one who had, niggas don't even know Black Ice wasn't even Black Ice Cartel when she first started. She was an investor behind a gentleman by the name of T. Lou, and his brand was called Heat Rock out in Milwaukee. And she did an event with him. Then, me and her ended up clicking tight, being close. This was like my sister. And what's crazy is, let me school the new age people is, Black Ice wasn't hip. Now, I was already Spitdatheat and it with Tone Montana and Super Rider already stained up already within the culture, getting my stain when she first started. So I was already started before them. So her prior events, me and her, we built. And I gave her some gems on the game. Like, this how this shit go. You know what I'm saying? I even actually took time out of my busy schedule and created her Facebook group that she types on. Mm-hmm. That's created by me. It says my real name on that Facebook group still to this day. And I'm not even allowed in that group, but it says my real name still to this day.
Why are you? Okay.
We're going to get to that. We'll get to that. I'm going to give you all this because I see you want it. So I'm going to give it to you all, bro. And no homo. But yeah, I helped start this. So we was good at first. We actually did an event together. The event was the CT versus Daylight, the Big Cannon versus Lil Dave. That was in Milwaukee. We did that event together. We both had different separate camera crews. I brought mine from Atlanta to Milwaukee, and I did the event with her. And everything was a success, bro. The only thing that didn't go well was I think her brother got mad because I brought my own camera crew. And he didn't like that, and when it came to releasing, I was releasing when I wanted to because it was my own content. And that was what me and her agreed to. And he didn't like that. So they just created controversy that wasn't needed. And it was like creating a competition kind of thing. And it was like, it wasn't no competition to me because they were kind of like newer. I was already getting established within the culture from what I was doing. And they was like still newer and up and coming. You see what I'm saying? So
you had your name already.
I already had my name. People didn't know that already. Like, I was already stained up at the time. People didn't know that, but
Wait, so a lot of battles. Was John Doe? Was he working for y'all as a cameraman, or you?
No, he wasn't. He was working for Ice. I wouldn't say he was. I know he was shooting for Ice. He wasn't shooting for me. I brought my own camera crew.
Okay.
I brought my own camera crew to Milwaukee, bro. I brought them down from Atlanta with me. We all drove, bro. We drove from Atlanta to Milwaukee. We did the event with her at Timbuktu. That's what you see CT versus Daylight at. That's the same day we did her event. And I actually set up Big Cannon verse Little Dave. I didn't pay for it, but I set it up. That's why Big Cannon mentions me in the verse, because he said I hit his line, because I'm the one who hit his line, set it up. Look, I got a homegirl. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're doing this event with the homegirl, got an artist by the name of Lil Dave. You know what I'm saying? She paid for it. You know what I'm saying? The business was solid, everything. I don't have nothing bad to say about them on no business shit. It's just, I was around. Like, I'm not saying I created her steps right now, like everything she's done. I said, as far as the earliest stages in the beginning of that time, I was on the phone with her, you know what I'm saying? We was, you know what I'm saying? She was getting ideas, you know what I'm saying? When we was jamming and we was, you know what I'm saying? She was getting game from me. Like, when I first started, I got everything I learned from the culture from Gracie. Gracie taught me everything I know. People don't know that.
Shout out to Miss Gracie, Chicago.
Yep, she taught me every single thing I know. So it was like I give her homage. You know what I'm saying? I pay homage to her because, she the one told me the do's, the don'ts. And the same thing kind of what she did for me, I did with Ice. You know what I'm saying? And there's no lie. It's not like I'm saying I made her. I didn't make her. I didn't tell her to invest in none of the shit they did, bro. I'm just saying the earlier stages, bro. I was there. I was around.
And I gave her game. You gave her
and
game.
I gave her game. And I gave her game. And that's a fact, bro. So yeah, it's a lot of different things the culture don't know. Like, that's why I said, bro, I'm not always the front nigga, bro, to the forefront.
So, but was there some sort of falling out with y'all?
Nah, no falling out. I just think her brother don't like me. I see him say a lot of hateful things on the internet regarding me, and we've never had a face-to-face conversation. And I just think it's more so on some competitive kind of thing. I don't, I don't have nothing I don't have nothing bad to say about nobody on that note, because I don't do that type of thing. But it's not a mutual respect, right. and that's fine with me. Just keep it at a distance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So is there any chance we might ever see like a Spit That Heat versus Black Ice Cartel just on the battle rap side? Like,
no, I don't see that happening. No, I don't see that happening. I would love for it to happen on my end, but it just, it seems on their end that they have a lot, that I don't think they want to make that happen. But I would love to make it happen for the culture. I can put my ego to the side, whatever, to make anything happen for the culture, man. I'm with that. It's just, it's a lot to come with that on their end, and I don't think they're ready.
I don't know. You know how it be when new people pop up in the town with their own work. Yeah,
but I mean, our events, yeah, and you know what? You could be right about that, King. But I'm not new. This is my hometown.
Yeah,
I've been here. This is where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So anywhere I go, bro, I'm gonna throw an event. Like, I've thrown events in Indiana. I ain't from Indiana. I've thrown events in Atlanta. I've created a foundation in Atlanta. I'm not from there, so I don't really care about people how they feel like far as their home nest, because I feel like it's enough success for everybody to get some, bro. I'm not one of them type of people that think, well, you got to throw an event the same state as me, because I want to. And if you think you're gonna be the only one here doing it, then you in the wrong kind of field. And it ain't one basketball team in the world. How many is it in the world, bro? It's a million. It's a million. So it's like, at the end of the day, you just got to make sure you find your lane and be in your audience to be able to obtain. And that's what you focus on. You don't focus on nothing else.
Yeah.
And that's what I focus on, Man,
I definitely think, your additions to the culture kind of been swept under the rug by the people for whatever reasons. But man, a lot of these new leagues, independent leagues, they jock the formula. We not, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate you.
Blow Draco, I'm not, but Blow Draco gonna be around for that. I talked to him earlier, man. He not feeling that shit, bro. He not feeling that shit at all. So he gonna be talking about that a lot. A lot all 219. He gonna be talking about that. And, he real upset. He not upset to the point where he want to get crazy and them, but he kind of salty at Battle Coliseum. So if you could reach out to them, let them know Blow Draco looking for them, man. He want 5% of that over there, man, because they got his drip all over that place over there, man.
All right, man. But listen, man, all you new fans, man, get in tune, man. Miltown Bloe, Spit That Heat. You know what I'm saying? He in Milwaukee now. You a fan of the, and he's not taking credit for anybody's talent, but we just being honest. We're just being honest here. I was around during those days when T-Top was smoking niggas. T-Top been fire, but he was smoking niggas. We was watching the nigga on Spit That Heat.
Talk that talk, King. Talk that SDA shit.
Chef
Talk
Trez,
that SDA shit.
We was watching him on Spit That Heat.
Talk that SDA shit.
We was watching him on Spit That Heat. Briz was on Spit That Heat. So a lot of these niggas we love, they dope, they talented. Nobody can take credit for that. But we niggas got lit with this nigga right here, Miltown Bloe, man. We appreciate you coming on here, man.
Talk that talk. I appreciate your time even for having me, man. I appreciate your patience. I know I've been mad busy. I appreciate y'all who listening. Make sure y'all stay in tune with the culture, man. Love is love, man. Peace and blessings.
Peace, King. Thank you for your time, man. That's Miltown Bloe, y'all. Midwest Driz.